Facebook Live, we have arrived one more time. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Yahudah Israel, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on the early What I Seek Thee Scripture Study and Prayer Line on this 24th day in December 2018. Couple more days, y'all, and it'll be Tammuz's birthday. And that's the truth. Definitely in Yahushua's birthday. But let's get ready to get in the word. Let's go to Yachanan 15:3. How you doing, Nicole Robinson? Good morning, young lady. Good to be fellowshipping with you. Santa name too close to Satan for me on Tammuz's birthday, but that's a whole nother lesson. I'm not going to deal with that right now. Yachanan 15:3. Listen to this, y'all. Kathy, now, you know, I was going into a business meeting when you and I talked, and it was super cool speaking with you. But I didn't get a chance to lock your number in. So at least text it to me, Kathy. Good to see you on. Yachanan 15:3, y'all. Look what it say. Now you're clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Now you're clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. The word teaches like through the foolishness of preaching. You know, he saves us. It's like through the conversation. Bless you, Bishop. Thanks for chiming in, Bishop Haskell. But now you are clean through the word which I've spoken on you. It's a conversation, and it's the process of salvation. It's a conversation. The determining factor of salvation or not is how you govern the conversation. Like case in point, there was a conversation that the Most High had with Adam in the beginning. And the conversation lasted for a certain amount of time until he got a fine wife that evidently he appreciated more than the Creator himself. He kind of fell off from the Creator and fell in love with the created over the Creator. Like, I really dig this gift. Forget the gift giver. So it's your response to the conversation. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him. And we know that in the beginning was the Word was with Yah, and the Word was Yah. In the beginning, Yah could talk, and his voice was with him, just like your voice is with you, unless you got laryngitis, and my voice is with me. Because the biggest commandment in the book is he's one, and you must love him with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. He's one. He can talk. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with Yah, and the Word was Yah. The same Word was in the beginning with Yah. All things were made by him. Go to the beginning and see how he created. He was just talking, speaking. 14 verse say, and the Word was made flesh. There go the Son. The Word was born of a virgin. It was a male son, not a daughter, a male son. The Son of Yah, the body that the Word lived in. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. We're clean through the Word. You got to respect a word that was born to prove itself, to prove the authenticity of itself, to prove that it's love. Don, how you doing this morning? Trenda. But proving the word. Come on, y'all. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. It's a conversation. And salvation is achieved through how we deal with the conversation. Adam blew the conversation. First Adam blew. How we receive what he say. Do we obey what he say or not? If we have an ear to hear what the Ruach is saying to the ecclesia, the type of ear that is listening for the word and is going to allow the word to have preeminence over our lives, over our decision making, over our responses, then it will clean us. It was the word that stood at the door and knocked. The word had to take the body off. The word had to be responsible for presenting a man that will represent mankind. The word is the one that was navigating. Now, of course, that man had his own will. That's why he said in the Garden of Gethsemane, not my will be done, but thy will be done. The will of the word. He said, I come in the volume of the book to do what's written of me, the written word. He had to cause his flesh to obey the word because his flesh was like, I don't want to die. But he said, not my will, the will of the flesh, but thy will be done. Word, have your way. Because the word was Yah. In the beginning was the word. The word was with Yah. He could talk, y'all. And the word was Yah. Same word that was walking in the garden when Adam and Eve hid because they disobeyed the word, went against it. And the consequences of going against the word is death. Word said to him, where are you? Adam, where you at, man? I'm here. I ran and hid because I was naked. Who told you was naked? You been talking to the devil? Talking to that snake? Now his word is in you? Now you messed up. Now you're clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. You're clean. If we roll with the devil's word or our own, our carnal word, because the carnal mind is enmity, hostile against Yah, against Yah's word. My word or his word. My word or his word. I'm rolling with his. Because you're clean. You want to be clean? You want to be delivered from sin? Now you're clean through the word that he has spoken. That's why we got to study to show ourselves approved on the Yah. A workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. The word. Getting in there. Making sure that it's really his word and not the devil's word. Because the devil's tricky. He like to throw his word up in there. He like to say stuff like, you should not surely die. You know he gonna talk to you. He gonna tell you Jesus did it all on the cross. So you can go against the word now, see? And you will not surely die. And that lie is still perpetrating, still floating, and folks are still going for the poison banana in the tailpipe. The poison banana in the tailpipe of the car with expired tags. Car ain't no good, nor the banana. And folks is going for it in the name of religion, in the name of the word of Satan, in replace of the true word of the Most High. That's why you got to study to show yourself approved. Study the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life. Dig in. Bon appetit. Because you are clean through the word. You want to be clean? You got to go through a mind renewal process. That's why Shaul was begging us by Yah's mercies that we present our bodies a living sacrifice, Yahly and acceptable unto Yah, and it's our reasonable service, it's our reasonable worship, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed, changed by the renewing of your mind. How do you do that? Through the word that he has spoken on us, a comparison analysis. Through the word, it gets tricky, Trent. That's why we hide the word in our heart that we might not sin against him. Because we still got a will. We hide the word in our heart. We meditate the word both day and night so we can be like that tree planted by the rivers of water. But we got a will that's going to fight against that word. That's why we got to learn how to deny ourselves and choose the word over what we say, he say, she say, they say, the snake say. Come on, y'all. You're clean. You want to be clean? You want to change? You want to go through the mind renewal process? It's only through the word. It's only through the word that he has spoken unto us. The word was made flesh. You want to listen to that flesh. You want to listen to that flesh because it came in the volume of the book. And he allowed the word to have preeminence over his flesh. And he didn't want his flesh to get any credit. Why are you calling me good? Even though Yahudah 10 said he was the good shepherd. He wanted to know, brother, why are you calling me good? There's none good but Yah. There's none good but this word. This word came to reprove the world of sin. To put this humanity in check. To put how I see it in check. Because there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. I can't mess with me. I got a way that seems right. It seems right to me. All the ways of man is right in his own eyes. Nah. You need the word. You need to check in the headquarters. You can't do it your way. Look at this, y'all. Let me show you something. Hebrews 4 and 12. Let me show you this. Look at this. Hebrews 4 and 12. Look what it say. It say, for the word of Yah is quick. And if you look it up, it means it's alive. Literally, he said, let there be light, and there was light. He said, let there be light, and there was light. Because there's life in the word. The word is Yah. Don't twist your brain thinking it's separate like false doctrine, like Catholicism will teach you. The word is alive because Yah is alive. In the beginning was the word was with Yah, and the word was Yah. The word is quick, King James says, but it's alive. And it's powerful. It'll get the job done. 100%. If you want to be presented blameless before it's present, get in the word with the state of mind of obeying it, believing it. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him. What was inside of the son? The word. Believeth in him. He didn't want you to call the flesh good, believe in the flesh. He wants you to believe what was in the flesh. Yah. He came to rescue the flesh. He needed some flesh, a representative of humanity, without spot, wrinkle, blemish, or any such thing. The original design of man that would have eternal life, sinless, because what brought death is sin in the flesh man. So he condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. This is the righteousness of the law, because the law is his word, y'all. But our evil nature couldn't keep it. The fulfillment of the law is love. That's the righteousness of the law. And if you obey the word, you're walking in the spirit of love. Yah is love, y'all. For the word is quick. It's alive. And powerful. It'll get the job done. And sharper than any two-edged sword. Ain't a sword made sharper than the word. There's nothing in existence that is sharper than the word, the sword of the spirit, the sword of the Ruah. Nothing sharper than that. You want to get your attitude right? Just get in the word. It'll teach you. It'll teach you how to act, what to say and what not to say, how to obey. It'll teach you. It'll expose false doctrine, false teaching. The word will. You got it made. Throw your opinion on the word. Are you kidding me right now? Get your opinion out of here and let's rock with the word, y'all, and quit playing. There's a way to seem right onto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. You end up dead messing with you. Come on, y'all. It says, add thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Oh, don't mess with his word, y'all. Well, I think my opinion. Now, come on. I don't need your opinion. I don't need my opinion. I need the word. So the word is quick. It's alive, y'all. And it's powerful. Sharper than any two-edged sword. Sharper, not sharp as. Sharper. Piercing even to the dividing of the soul and the spirit. Your soul is your earthly awareness, your person, your intellect, your education, your position, right? It's going to divide your intellect from your spirit. We were spiritually dead messing with Adam. Our spirit, the part of us that was able to communicate and fellowship with the Most High was dead. So we live by our soul, by our five senses, what we see, what we smell, what we taste, what we hear, and how we feel. But when the true gospel, the word, the good news came and we believed, he quickened us. He made us alive to be able to communicate with us through the word. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yah. The carnal stinking thinking is enmity against Yah. It's not subject. It won't bow down. Forgive your enemies. The carnal mind say, heck no, I ain't doing that. I got common sense. I'm carnal. Well, we need supernatural sense. The communication can only come from the Most High. Some new birth. Born again awareness to enter into the governmental structure of the Most High. A whole new way of doing things. It's supernatural. You have the ability to walk in love and hate up under hateful circumstances, and the hate won't penetrate, won't dictate to you. You've been delivered from yourself, being born again, reckoning who you used to be dead, all because of the word. And our part is to believe the word. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life, because your everlasting life is in the word. Look how raw the word is, y'all. It is alive. It is powerful. It is sharper than any two-edged sword. Piercing. Oh, it'll pierce you. And it's going to divide your stinking thinking from what he say. The soul, your soul, and the spirit. Y'all know the soul that sins shall die. But it's the word that apprehends the soul of man. It's the truth anyhow. Dividing asunder, separating, so you don't get it twisted. Learning how to rightly divide the word, you're going to have to divide your word, which is in your soul, from the word of Yah, which is now in your spirit, if you're a believer. What he say is in your spirit, saving you from being a sinful soul. Come on, y'all. And of the joints and marrow. It'll divide your bone from bone marrow. It's not twisted. You know how gray area? Ain't no gray area in the word. Ain't no gray area in Yah. The cup is clean, make it clean. Ain't no questioning, and you want to question Yah. Oh, no. You got it twisted. Ain't no gray area. You got to learn how to rightly divide the word. If it's some gray area, it's in you. It ain't in Yah. You got to misunderstand it. And of joints and marrow. Look, Look what else it is. And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. The word know how to discern your thoughts. The word knows the difference from you doing the right thing the wrong way. You can do what's right for the wrong reason. And the word know how to discern that. See, y'all don't see as man see. Man look on the outer appearance. Y'all looks at the heart. Man look on the good deeds. You're a charitable person. You like photo ops. You take pictures with under-resourced folk as the bigger person. And it's 100% a religious move. Unless you're doing it being led by the Ruach HaKodesh, being led by his spirit. Want to look good before people. Want to help them because they sexy to you. And not because you love them. Want to hang out with them because you get the advantage. A carnal advantage. As opposed to being led by the true word of Yah. The true love of Yah. The true spirit of Yah. Preacher because it pays good. And Yah has a way, he already knew. Because the word had already discerned it. But now you need to know. So he'll allow a situation to come so you can see yourself. Looking in the mirror of the word at yourself. The word will expose you to you if you love the word. If you're really trying to be perfected, the word is able to perfect you if you want to. Carnal mind say you can't be perfect. Carnal mind don't even perceive that in Yahudah, they call him Matthew, y'all, 5:48, he told us to be perfect, even as your Father which is heaven is perfect. Carnal mind can't receive that. Because the carnal mind is enmity against you. You're locked out. You can't see this thing. Doesn't make any sense to you because you're carnal. The carnal mind can't see it. That's why you got to be born again, baptized into his government, baptized into his system, where you can see the power of Yah. So you can really become that new creation, that new creature in him. I ain't faking it. Church folks say you got to fake it to make it. I ain't faking nothing. I'm not a hypocrite. We're going to keep it 100. He's able to do what he said. He's able to present us blameless. Not hypothetically. Literally, we'll be blameless. Because our heart towards the word. And the word has power. It's alive and it's powerful. And it's sharper than any two-edged sword. And it divides the soul from the spirit. The bone from the marrow. Yeah. And it discerns. It knows. Remember, y'all, the scripture was, we're clean through the word that he has spoken on us, right? It's able to discern the thoughts and intents of the heart. It looks in your heart. You gave to be seen. You didn't give because you love Yah. He said he loved a cheerful giver. One that wants to reciprocate. One that wants to show its appreciation for what Yah is doing. One that wants to participate. You gave the ride because you want to participate. You gave the answer because you want to participate. You forgave them because you are now in the governmental structure of the Most High. And you participate 100%. A carnal mind is trying to figure out how least they can do. Can I still be saved and not give rides? Is there any way I can be saved and not give? I don't want to be taken advantage of. You wouldn't feel taken advantage of if you really love Yah. Here it is, the word is changing you, the key to eternal life, and you trying to figure out how you can not participate, how you can not give. Can I still be saved and not show up? Is there any way? Because it's a difference from someone that can't show up and someone that can and ain't. Can't and ain't. I had to use ain't. It rhymes with can't, y'all. Y'all work with me. There's a difference. I didn't give because I can't. I didn't give because I ain't. And what's my measuring stick? What do we call can't? Because if old girl called, do I almost all of a sudden have it now? Even though I couldn't afford it? What do you mean by I can't afford it? I don't want to bad enough? Or it's not that important? It's not important enough. Oh, but I got to take old girl to the movies and dinner. That's more important. It's all in the word, y'all. It's a discerner. We don't get away with nothing. The word is able to perfect us so we don't have to want to get away with nothing. We don't have to go to heaven on a curve, being slick, because he's literally able to present us blameless. Not because we're running around here devils, fornicating and committing adultery and liars, and still the word has a way of putting us in heaven. No, it's not talking about that. It's able to present us blameless because it's able to change our character. We can go through a mind renewal process that we're really on Yah's team 100%. So now he can trust us with time. Because we're going to spend the time on his business, because we're going to first seek the kingdom of Yah and his business, and knowing that all this other stuff going to be added on to us. He got us because we trust him like that. The word is able to do that for you. When you didn't trust nobody, now you're able to trust him. You're able to cast your cares upon him, knowing that he cares because you completely trust him. What did that for you? The word. Not mixed with your word, because if your word get in, you're going to start tripping. You're going to be lukewarm. Have you have him. You'll become a religious mess, having a form of godliness, denying the power thereof. Yeah, he can deliver me from lust, from being hateful, holding grudges. He can deliver me from that. He already told you, if you don't forgive men their trespasses, neither will he forgive you yours. A carnal-minded person say, that's hard. That ain't right. Because a carnal mind can't forgive. But through the power of his Ruach, through the spirit of the word, you can. Because it's alive and it's powerful. And it's sharper than any two-edged sword. It's able to do its job if we believe. The impossible becomes possible to them that believe. What? The word. He's able to present me blameless. I ain't looking for no religious position. Can't nobody be perfect. I'm rocking with him. He told me to be perfect. I believe the word is able to make me perfect. Is y'all getting this? I pray y'all getting this. We got a couple of more minutes, y'all. Ain't no school of work, is it? To the dividing of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow. And look, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Why did you take the picture? Because you want to be seen? Why did you give? Because you want to be seen? Why did you come? Because you know everyone's going to look at you like you a backslider? Oh, I want to preach something, but I'm not going to go there. Lightweight, look. We got to stop being sellouts. Y'all cannot deal with a sellout because the devil is using you to make it look like you strong in him, get souls attached to you, and then you walk away from Yah every time you get lonely, horny, want to get drunk or high. And it's satanic as heck. But eventually Yah gon' deal with you. I just had to get that off. Yah gonna deal with you. Don't get it twisted. And I definitely can't deal with you. I'm not going to let you hurt souls. Yeah. 13. Look what 13 say. Neither is there any creature that is not manifested in his sight. Everything is exposed, even animals, an ant. Everything is exposed before the word. He told the storm, peace be still. The storm had to obey the word. There's nothing created that wasn't created by the word. Let's start there. And that the word ain't in control of. That's why you can go to the throne of grace, they call it, unmerited favor with boldness to make your petitions known. that you might obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. You can go to the throne to find mercy. If you owe apology, give it to the Most High. And grace, the ability to overcome your shortcomings and to change, to overcome it through the power of the word. You can go to the throne of grace with boldness. I'm bold, knowing that the word is able to deliver me, deliver me from the bad habit, deliver me from having a form of godliness and denying the power thereof. Oh, the word can do it. And it will, if you believe. Neither is there any creature that is not manifested in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Who we have to answer to. Neither is there any creature that's not manifested in the sight of the word. Your thoughts is naked. That's why the word says the spirit of a man is like a candlelight on the Yah. There is no hiding place. Oh, he's going to deal with us. He's going to deal with our wickedness and he's going to expose it to us. And then he'll even give us the word to deal with it. The sword of the Ruah, the sword of the Spirit, is able to cut down any high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah. Oh, it's the truth. The word is able to do that. That's why you got to meditate in it day and night. That's why we got to hide it in our heart that we might not sin against it. And it's the might not because of the word. The might not come because of us, because we can sell him out if we choose to. Ain't no one save, always save. You can walk away at any time you feel like it. Satanic doctrine tell you that he's saving you against your will. You stuck some old Calvinism, satanic dumb stuff. And you got folks that's so rebellious and silly they don't have an ear to hear what the Ruach is saying to the Ecclesia, and they go for that dumb doctrine with their own separate words. They got encyclopedia books that they done made with definition of words that don't make no doggone sense. And once you get that satanic spirit in you, it's hard to see truth because you see things through the words that they created, reformed and whatever the heck they be talking about. Different, just tricky. I ain't got time to be studying that mess to try to rescue them on that level. I'm gonna preach the truth, and the word will rescue those that belong to him. And if you don't get rescued, then you don't belong to him, because he said, "My sheep hear my voice." The word will come, just preaching truth. The truth have a way of exposing, making everything naked. False doctrine, Satanism, selfishness, carnalism. It's going to expose you. You can't hide. You cannot hide. Adam couldn't hide. Where art thou? He knew where he was. Talk to me, Adam. That's all it was saying. And we have the opportunity now to talk to him. Where you at? What you doing? What you over that lady house for? Oh, nothing. We just getting in the word. You stiff as a board every time you walk in the door. You be stiff on your way there. Talking about you finna get into a candlelight Bible study. Liar. Come on. Can I talk like that? The word is come to rescue us and expose that stuff. If you're a liar, the word is able to deliver you. If you deceiving yourself, trying to convince yourself you got good intentions when you don't, what's your motivation? The word is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Neither is there any creature that's not manifested in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him to whom we have to do. Come on, we're clean. You want to be clean? We're clean through the word that he has spoken on us. Look what Proverbs 30. I'm finna let y'all go. I ain't gonna go too much over, but Proverbs 30 and 5. Look what it say. It said, every word of Yah is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Every word of Yah is pure. Let's start there, right? Every word of Yah is pure. It got it. 100%. It don't need our opinion. It don't need our help. Every word of Yah is pure. Well, why would you add something to something that's pure? It's done. Every word of Yah is pure. He, because it's Yah, y'all, is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. He will guard you from anything. anything or anybody, any demon, any voodoo, any hex, any spell. English language is cold. We've been kidnapped by our enemy, and they're satanic. Even their language is dyslectic, because the Hebrew language, the original language, was from right to left. This dyslectic language is from left to right. It's backwards, and that's why I say, can you spell? Because even speaking this language is a form of satanic spell. You spell. Can you casting spells? That's why you need a lawyer dealing with this. When you make deals with people in this evil, flexible language, satanic serpent style, split tongue language, you need a lawyer to read what's really going on. And then there's loopholes and loopholes. So the better liar you are, the better you know the satanic language and know how to dispel spells. It's your lawyer, y'all. The better you are at it, the one that's most satanic is the one that will win, because it can go either way with this language. Get in the courtroom, lay it out, and whoever know how to decode. Oh, I'm just telling on these evil people that kidnapped us. That's why they dogging us out. But they're a formidable opponent to Yah. That's too much. I'm not giving them that much credit. They're the perfect belt for his children, put it that way, under the influence of the devil. Yeah, I'm just telling you the truth. This system is satanic as heck. And the devil, the prince of the air, is running it. Because Yah's letting him, because he's allowing this whooping to take place. How do we get delivered from this? And I ain't even necessarily talking about how super satanic the natural laws is, because they got you under the birth certificate. They got you under the Social Security card. They done turned you into a corporation and you don't even know it. And the corporation owe them, because that's how they set it up. But I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint, Catholicism, Calvinism, all these different satanic Muslim, all this satanic. But the word is able to deliver you from it if you're sincere and present you blameless. Out of all this mess, the word is the only one that can cast down every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah. So the 6th verse says, add thou not unto his word. What you need to add for? Denomination is an addition. But people so Catholicized, it don't matter, or I don't believe in it. You sit up under one every day. You give your offering. You call people pastor. That's up under Catholicism. That's under a denomination. And the word teaches that a kingdom divided against itself can't stand. And denomination, by definition, is a division of something. It's a division of something. Denomination. What denomination you go to? You think the only thing matters is Jesus, right? While you going against the word. That's why the word said there's a way to seem right unto a man, but then there's ways of death. That's why you got to study, show yourself approved. That's why 1 Thessalonians 5:21 say, prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. Once it's proven that ain't his name, why you still calling him that? Once it's proven that denomination is a sin, because he came to make us one. He was begging us by the name of Yahudah that we all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among us, but that we be perfectly joined together in the same mind and the same judgment. And the only way we're going to achieve oneness is through the word. It's not about how you see it. It's not about how I see it. It's the word that will make us one. Let this mind that was in Yahudah be in you. What mind was in of Yahudah? The word. It was the word that was made flesh. And when it was flesh, the flesh had a will, but he said, not my will, thy will be done. Come on, y'all. Add thou not unto his words. That's what the words say, y'all. Lest he reprove thee and thou be found a liar. Add thou not unto his words. Don't do it. Don't teach it. Blind lead the blind, they both fall in the ditch. Add thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Let me give you one more scripture, y'all, before we get out of here. I just got to grab it right quick, y'all. Give me 1 second here. Add thou not unto his word, Least he reprove thee, and thou be found alive. Here we go. Just real quick, y'all. Let's see here. This is the last scripture, and then I'm going to let y'all go. Look. 2 Corinthians 10:3. Look what it say. It say, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yah to the pulling down of strongholds. So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's talking about the word, y'all. Our weapon is the sword of the Spirit, the sword of the Ruach. It's the word. And it's mighty through Yah, because Yah is the word. And it pulls down stronghold. Whatever's holding you captive, false doctrine, grudges, wickedness, witchcraft, I don't know, substance abuse, I don't care what it is. Your lust, you hecka stingy. You cannot serve Yah and be stingy. He laid down his life for us, and we so funny style, we don't want to do nothing for him. We'll do it for the restaurant, we'll do it for a woman, we'll do it for a man, we'll do it for the dope dealer, the liquor store. But when it comes to Yah, take this little $50. Or don't take nothing at all. Take this little $5. Please. Spend $400 at the restaurant. I ain't going to even go there like that. Look, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yah to the pulling down of strong, or whatever's holding you captive, right? Casting down imaginations. You know what do that? It's the word. You have imaginations and they're wicked. You foreseeing yourself being waved by a bunch of women, popping grapes in your mouth. They all got on bikinis. Casting down imagination. You need to cast down some imagination with all these videos, with YouTube and all this satanic music. That stuff get in your spirit. Evil movies. You need the word to get in there and cast that crap down. And then you get some sense to stop feeding yourself that garbage. Casting down imaginations. And every high thing, and it's high, y'all. Every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah. Do you know what the knowledge of Yah is, y'all? It's the word. And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yah. It's not carnal. Thoughts is spiritual. And it's a war going on in the spirit realm. You lustful because it's a thought. And if it grab you and it become exalted in your heart, you're going to be a porno. You're either going to become a porno star or you're definitely going to be a porno loving click button. Click these boobs and you'll see the butt and the... Click these boobs and I'll take you there. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Mashiach. And y'all know the Mashiach, the Messiah, was the word made flesh. And he already told you, don't call the flesh good. It's all about the word. Adam disobeyed and went against the word in the beginning. It was the word that was walking in the garden. Go look it up. It was the word that was walking in the garden and said, where are you? He was running from the word. And the word will come attack your thoughts, your evil, stinking thinking, and bring your thinking back into the obedience of the Mashiach so he can save you. And having in readiness to revenge all disobedience. Now you become a vessel of honor that Yah can use in these last and evil days to revenge all disobedience, not in yourself only, but in this world and other people. Now he can use you to preach and teach and be an example. Now you're example. What's up, Tubbs? Still looking to hear from you, man. I'm ready when Yah tell you it's time. So get at your boy. bringing into obedience every thought, every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yah. It's the word, y'all. Having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. I can't tell you not to be a drunk, and I'm one. I can't tell you don't commit adultery, and I'm an adulterer. I can't preach to you to give, and I don't give. I can't preach to you to forgive, and I don't forgive. Come on, y'all. And having readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. You let these jokers tell you, you can't stop sinning. You're a sinner saved by grace. Then you can't revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. It told you when your obedience is fulfilled. When you start living right, then you can encourage other people to do it because they can see your good works and magnify your Father which is in heaven. You can start leading people to the word when you start obeying the word. It's the truth. You let Catholicism teach you can't do that because we're all sinners saved by grace. Even the joke in the pulpit might sleep with your spouse, sleep with your sister, son. The brother up there preaching want to sleep with your brother, want to sleep with your husband. Bruh. I'm no different than you. We're all sinners saved by grace. Sit your butt down, buddy. Ain't listening to you, and I ain't giving you a dime. Sit down, bruh. And let's put an ad on Craigslist for a pastor. Is there any watchmen that need another group of people to watch? Because, Playboy, you need to sit your butt down. It's all in the word, y'all. Are you hearing me? It's all in the word. Tammuz's birthday. When is it, in a couple of days? Tammuz's birthday, did they lie and told you it was Christ's birthday? Well, Christ is a little suspect term, to be honest. I'm not going to go that far right now, but it comes from Christos. And there's other deities that fit the Christ description. And there's another group of people that were called Christos, Christian, Serapis and them followers, and bishops, and they were the ones that showed up at the Council of Nicaea using the same term, just like the term church, circus. But it's the word we need, y'all. We really do. We need to meditate in the word. Back to the original scripture. We out of here. Look, y'all, Yachanan, they call him John, 15:3. Now you're clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. The word through scripture proves itself, is qualified to change us into his image. Real talk. Without the word, I am over scandalous. Because of the word, I'm not. All of us was born in sin and shaped in iniquity. Ain't no goody two-shoes. We don't lead nobody to the flesh. We don't lead nobody to our opinion, to our little religious position. We need to lead people to the word. The same word that Adam ran from because he sinned against the word is the same word that came down 42 generations, was born of a virgin to introduce himself to us personally, to live the perfect example like only the word can do. Then to exemplify a type of love that calls himself willing to die on the tree for you and me. Then rescue the body and send it back up. Then come back without the body to be baptized inside of us to lead and guide us in all truth. And that happens for the believer that's willing to go against their evil nature, their flesh, for the word. Message delivered. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you, humbly as we know how. Gleaning in your word, we pray that the word found each and every one of your children and is drawing them near even right now. Cause them to agree with the word and then send the word out that others might be saved as well. We trust and believe that it was done. In the matchless name of Yahushua Mashiach, I humbly pray. Kumbaya and hallelujah. That was the lesson for today. We pray that it found you and blessed you and that we govern ourselves accordingly. Again, if the word blessed you, push the share button so it can bless somebody else. The word has a way of putting everything in its proper perspective all by itself. Push the share button, let it do what it do, especially if it did it to you. If this ministry is a blessing to you and you feel that the Most High wants you to support it, all you got to do is go to PayPal, put in DerrickMann5857 at yahoo.com. That's DERRICKMANN 5857 at yahoo.com. Also, we now have the Cash App. All you got to do is go to the Cash App, put in 510-938-0144, or you can give through Facebook if the Most High leads you to do so. And if y'all want to talk about the word, we on right now. 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Again, 302-202-1102, extension 815648. We on right now. Come hang out. Talk about the word. Y'all be Baruch and Baruch Shalom. I'm gone.